Hi. So in this video, I'm going to be looking at NECO past question, which is the data processing practical 2022. All right. So you can go ahead to read the text and also cover the instructions given. Okay. So remember that you are required to print out the hard copy of your work. All right. No content of your work should be identical to any other candidate. So of course, every question must be answered using the computer system. So you can go ahead to read instructions again. So for this video, I'm going to just cover the Microsoft Access part of this year's data processing. Okay, so the question A1, it says using Microsoft Access, create the subject table and department table as shown below. Set the field size and data type of your choice. Okay, so the subject table is given below. So of course some records were given and of course the field names. So we're going to go ahead to create a table looking like this first of all. All right, so to do that, I normally create a folder and I encourage you to create a folder called your name, and then of course if you have some candidate number, of course candidate number and all that, you can add at the back of the name of the folder. And then inside the folder, I'm going to create my database. All right. So on that database, I'm also going to call it my name. So let me just give you some hypothetical center number or candidate number. So I encourage you to always give your work, your candidate number and your name, something like that. So my name is Kechku, and then with all that. So I'm going to open it, enable editing, and then create a table. So let me just use table design immediately. And then of course give it subject codes, subject names. Okay, so we have subject codes, yeah, short text. So they said that we should give it our own data type, our choice. So everything's going to be short text for me. So I'm going to have subject name, if I'm not mistaken, subject names, and then the next one will be department codes. Department codes. Okay, so I think that's all for the fields. So I'm going to just press Ctrl S to save, and of course it will ask me to save with a name. I'm going to give it subject table, which is the name of the table, that we're creating, subject table. So I'll okay that. So what do you want to create a primary key? No, I don't want a primary key, just leave it the way it is for me. So I'll go to data sheet view, making sure that all my fields are showing. Okay, so I'm going to just populate it with the first record, which is com 111, sorry, 111, and then computer science. Sorry guys, I'm just super point typing, to be honest. Computer science, and then com 11. Am I mistaken? Let me be sure. Com 10. Com 10 here. All right. So let me go ahead to read the question. Enter any 7 subjects of your choice to replace the XXX in the subject names column. So we're going to do this. So go to this place and then have our subject column populated with some subject names. So let's have this one will be physics, and then the next one is going to be biology. The next one will be chemistry. So you can give it any name you want. If you want the engineering, if you want all those other medical, whatever, you can just give them any name. So I'm going to have English language here, and then after English language, of course, mathematics was given, and and then I'm having data processing and geography, and economics will be the last one. So what I'm going to do, the next thing I'm going to do is to make sure that the given records, I'm going to populate them first. So I'm going to have math 500 here, which was given, and then the other one will be maths 11 here, math 111. Okay, so that's for that. So the II, use the first three letters of the subject names entered in 1AI and add any number between 100 and 999 as subject codes to replace the XXX. Example, computer science as computer as comp 111 and mathematics as math 500. Okay, as subject codes. Okay, good stuff. So this is the subject code here. So we're going to just follow the trend here. Physics 222. Let me just. So the number should be between 100 and 999. So you can choose anything between 100 and 999. It's okay. So of course, so use the first three letters of subject names, right? Subject names, yes. So bio 333. Let me just give it that. And then I have K 444. Let me just have 444 here. This one is 333, please. 444. So I have and 555. Okay. So maths 500 was already given. So the next one is that 777. 777. I have already 666 though. Ah, good. Geo 888, which is the next one. And then I have echo 999. Okay, so everything it's okay here. Okay, so the next one is to use the first three letters of your subject names entered in 1AI and add an any number between 10 to 99 to replace XXX in department codes. Example, computer as com10 and mathematics as math11. So I'm just going to go to this place. I think that's what they're saying. So I'm going to have this 1 5 here, 1 5, and then the next thing I'm going to have for this is bio 1 2, and then the next will be okay 1 3. Let me just have it at 1 3, and then of course the next will be and 1 4, and then I have that's 1 6. So I already have 1 5 before, and then geo 1 7, and then the next will be echo 1 8. Echo 1 8. So that's that for that question. Okay. So no two subject codes and department codes should be the same. Fine. So the next thing is to create the department table. Okay. So I'm going to save my changes and then close this and then go ahead to create another table called department table. Okay. So first of all, let me give it the field names. So I'm going to have department codes, department names. Okay, so let me start with department. Department codes, and then department name, department names. What's the next one? Department names, and then HOD names and gender. So I have HOD names, and then the next one will be gender. So gender column was already given. So the male. So first of all, let me save this table as a department table. department table. I don't want primary key on this. Yeah. Then go to the data sheet view. Okay. So gender was already given, so I'm going to populate that too. Male, male. And then the next one will be female, male. Next one will be female, male. Female, male. You can try to create a drop down for this, but since the question didn't ask for that, so I'm not going to do that. Female, male. So the next thing, so after female, male, I'm going to have female, female, male. So female, female, male. Okay, so that's for that. So we've created a table looking like this. So the next thing, enter six names of your family members in HOD names column. HOD names column in department table. My family members. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna just put some random numbers, man. Okay, Stella will be the first under the HOD names. So I'm gonna have Uba as the next one. I'm gonna have Thomas as the next one, and then I'll have Nate. So Nick Diaz is one of my favorite UFC fighter, and then of course Adesanya is my all-time, and of course we have Usman. So let me just give Izuchukwu my day one friend. Izuchukwu, the family though. Izuchukwu. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I've got this 6 of them. Okay, so that's the 6 family members, I assume. So the next one will be key every information provided in the department codes and subject names column of the subject table into the department codes and department names columns respectively in the department table. Every information provided in the department code column of the subject code into department codes. Okay, so let me just go to, I think I know what they're talking about. So I'm going to go to the subject and then copy this guy. So you're meant to type it actually, so but I'm lazy. So I'm going to copy this guy, department code in the subject table. I'm going to go to department table under the department code, right? Yeah. Under department code, I'm going to just paste it right here. Paste. Yes, 9 records. Okay. And then let me see the next one. The next one will be the subject names against department names. So I'm just going to go back right there in the subject table and then copy the subject column, the subject name column, copy that and then paste it in department names column. Okay, please don't do this, type it yourself. Thank you. All right, so okay, so that's that for that. So let me just first of all save my changes. Yes, save it and then close all these guys. Yeah, and then I think I'm done with that. So now it's time to create a query. So create the following queries. Show all the female HODs in the school and print. Female HODs. So I'm going to use the department table to do this. So since that's where the female the HOD is, HOD names. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to close this and then I'm going to go to create and then query wizard. I'm going to create a query on that. And of course, it will be based on the department table, which is already selected from here. Okay, so I'm going to push in all the fields. And then next, so I'm going to give the title my name, and I'll show you why when we're printing. When I'll show you how to print A, and then possibly also give it, add your center number or your candidate number. Okay, okay, good. So that's that. So I'll finish up. Okay, so this is the query here. So as you can see, this is the query here. Okay, So I'm going to go back to the design view of the query to be able to filter. So under the gender, I'm going to have female. So because what we need is only the female record of the female the HODs, the female HODs, please. Okay, so I'm going to just run that. So of course Thomas, Adesanya, Izuchukwu, they are all the females. All right, the gender. All right. So this is what is needed. So they say that we should print. So of course, let me just go to file, from file, print, and then print preview. I always like to use print preview because of you get to see how your work will look like before you print. As you can see, the Ikechukwu Anolefo, and the number and all that, they're showing as the header. Okay, so once you give your query a name, in your name is going to appear on top of this place. So I think that would be a better way to do this, so that all your work will have your name and your candidate number on them. All right. So I think that's about it. So if you have any other question based on this, you can leave a comment down below. All right. Or if you have another way of giving the what's it called, the your query a header or footer or something, just like leave a comment down below. All right. Thank you for this. So this is for the first one. So the second one is telling us that that we should create a query that shows the department name, the subject code, and the subject name. Okay, for the department code, math 11, and print. Okay, good. So in this case now, before we can do this, we need to link the two tables, because as you can see, the department name is from department table, and then the subject code as well as the subject name is from the subject table. So which means that we'll have to find a way to link the two tables. All right. So now let's link the two tables. They made it easy for us, because if you look at this place now, this is the department code. All right. And then if you look at the subject table also, we have the department code here too. All right. So we're going to link the two tables. So, but before we do that, you have to make one of the fields to be a primary key. So I'm going to give a primary key to the department, to the what's it called, the department code in department table. So I'm going to go to the design view here and then make this guy the primary key, which is department code here. So it is now the primary key, and then of course it's going to be the foreign key. It's going to be a foreign key in the subject table. All right, good. So to create a relationship between two of them, I'm going to go to database tools, and then from there to relationship, I'm going to add the two tables, add them both. Okay. So since this guy is already a primary key, I'm just going to carry it to the department code here. All right. So it's going to create one-to-many relationship for me here. So I'm going to create that. So the two tables will be linked. So it will make it easy for me to use the two fields. All right. So I'm going to save. Do you want to save changes to layout? Yes, I'm going to save the changes. Okay. So I'm going to now go and create a query. So I'm going to use query wizard now. Simple query. So what are the fields? The fields are department name. So I'm going to go to department table. So department name, yeah. The next one will be subject code. So it's going to be in subject table, subject code, and then the next one will be subject name, which is already here, and then I'm going to have I'm going to use the department code too. Yeah, let me just use the department code here. Okay, so next, yeah, next. So let me just give this also. Let me just give it my name also, if for consistency. So I'll give it let's say 2. Okay, and then probably now your read number and all whatnot. So you can actually give it something also suggestive, just to be able to have your information at the footer. So I'm going to finish up this. So we've created this now. So remember that what is needed. So they want us to filter this, okay, to query this now, so the way that we have department name, subject code, and subject name where this department code is Math 11. So I'm going to go back there to my design view. So under the department code, what I need is where department code is simply Math 11. Okay, so that's what I need. And then it's just this guy, this Math 500 or whatever. Okay, now logically, I don't know if I need this department code. Okay, because in the question, somehow, what we need are just the three fields, which are department name, subject code, and then the subject name. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to silence this guy. I'm going to silence this department code. So I'm going to simply remove it. So I'm going to just click check here and then run it and then remove it. So this is what I need. You understand me? So you can go ahead to print. So go to print preview, and then I don't think you're going to be penalized if you leave it. I don't think it's going to be logical, but just for the sake of it, so this has going to be. So the department names and then the subject codes and the subject name. These are these are what I needed. All right. So that's for that. So you can go ahead to print this. All right. So what other question? Okay. So I think I'm done with this. So the next one is the B part of it, which are the precautions and define the following. So I was able to just get this together through the net and stuff like that. So you can take a look at it, or you can just go online and then, okay, so you can actually, just think about the precautions and all that, and then, so I kind of answer the questions here. So you can actually go online and answer yours. All right. So I think that's about it. So in the next installment, I'm going to answer the next question. All right. So I hope to catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye.